best days. I can hit a 1-foot drive.
Welcome to another week, 1 Foot Drive. Mike Szabo, Andy Duvall, Tony Iannone coming back at you. This week, we're going to recap the U.S. Open. We got to go through our standings. How did we do for you bettors out there? We got the Travelers Championship, a signature event this week on the PGA Tour. They're right back at it after the major. The women have their major, the PGA Championship. We're going to talk a little ladies golf, the player pretender, and then we're going to wrap it up with a little fact check. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Fantastic, Mike. What's up?
Happy belated Father's Day to both of you.
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
How
you.
was Father's Day, everybody?
I had a nice day.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was nice.
What'd you end up doing? Anything? Watching the Open?
Watched the Open. We had some people over at the house. My mom and dad and my mother-in-law. They got to play with the baby. My dad got to hang out. We had I think that's correct. 3 generations of Duvals over at the house this weekend. So that was a cool thing. So yeah, it was fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Mike?
I was in at the club, super busy as Father's Day always is. Got there, got home. We grilled some sausages, some peppers, some onions. That went over really well. We had the boys went down and had a little home run derby.
Hey.
So we went down and
may have seen a little video of that.
Yeah, there was a video. Yeah, the old man took him down. Not gonna brag or toot my own horn, but did pretty well after. Jesus, I probably haven't hit a baseball for 20, 25 years. And,
Man's an athlete.
Hit some
it's amazing.
bombs from what I saw.
Oh,
He
yeah.
hit
Yeah, I
some
had the
bombs.
first round I had 5. The second round I had like 7 or 8. I don't know. The boys stopped accounting. They just,
Good
they're
Lord.
watching moonshots go over their head.
You're corking that bat.
I mean,
It's these metal bats the kids use now. They're ridiculous. Like it'd be like when we were growing up, we had the yellow thin bat, right?
Yeah.
And the trick there was to cut the handle off, stuff it with newspaper, and then duct tape the handle back on, and that was a loaded bat. That was sweet. And then
what?
you guys never had that move?
No.
You jam a magazine or a newspaper in the end of that bat. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
The
it was
wiffle
sweet.
ball
You'd load the wiffle ball bat, the yellow wiffle ball bat. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Okay. I had no idea.
Yes.
That's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
amazing.
The yellow wiffle ball bat. Most guys would cut the end off because then you could duct tape the end where the ball would hit,
Yeah.
and then you just jam as much newspaper or whatever you can in there, and it's loaded, baby. So you show up to a wiffle ball game with the loaded bat. That was fun. So you had the choice of the.
ESPN now, the wiffle ball. It's crazy.
Oh, I know. They probably have ones made out of super. I don't know. They
Yeah, I
probably
don't
have
know.
some type of crazy material, but that's what we did back in the day to
Love that.
load our bats. So you could choose the yellow wiffle ball bat, or you'd go do what? The big red bat, right? Those are your two choices. So the metal bats these kids are using nowadays are like the big red bat. Oh, you hit the sweet spot and it's poof.
Yeah, you just get it
It's
on there
just-
and it's gone.
Oh man, it's just you have hand-eye coordination, a little timing. You put the barrel on it, gone. So the one was a moonshot. I actually got into one really good, and I have the boys verify it. We did a little Google Earth to measure it, just so
No
you
way.
did from home
Awesome.
plate to the thing. I have it written down because you guys always say I exaggerate. 334 feet.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Got one deep, boys.
Wow.
Guns on this guy.
Yes. And Jacko was right behind me. I think he was like a 328, 325, somewhere in there.
Nice.
But
That's
it
deep.
was a lot of fun. I pulled a hammy. My right hamstring did give out.
Oh no.
I was not squishing the bug effectively when I started, and got hung back and little old guy tweak. I didn't get through it unscathed, so it was a little tender today, a little sore. I don't know. Got to work it out. But the good news is I won't have another home run derby for a year, so I have plenty of time to recoup. I don't have any
364
golf.
more days until hockey season.
Yeah. When we were leaving, I was like, boys, when I'm 80, you're going to roll me up with a wheelchair. I'm going to get out of that wheelchair and knock bombs and humiliate you guys. And I'm going to get back in the wheelchair. They said it's on. Start
it.
doing your workout now.
I love it.
So that was Father's Day. It was a good time. The missus, she always takes care of us really, really good. And yeah, Trace did always does it first class. So
What did you guys have? Anything good?
yeah, we had the sausages, all sorts of kind, like the buffalo chicken sausage, mild
Oh.
Italian, spicy Italian, green peppers, onions, mac salad with the egg in the mac salad makes it.
Wow.
That's the way to go. Watermelon, pineapple, little U.S. Open. So
Summer feed.
got spoiled.
Yeah, what a day. That sounds
Got spoiled.
great. Love that.
Yeah. So speaking of U.S. Open, what we had JJ Spawn, my
Your
new
boy.
new decoration on the fridge back there. Love me some JJ Spawn.
Oh boy.
my
Got
dog.
a new sign.
Yeah, new signs on the fridge. Probably hard to see with the glare, but yeah. So JJ got it done. -1, a little 4.3 million in his pocket. Outlasted everybody else. Glad to see he made that putt at the end. You had McIntyre +1, Hovland +2, Cam Young 3, Hatton 3, right down the list. Scotty seemed like they were going to give it to him. Like Scotty was a few putts away from really, really being a contender in this thing. So what'd you boys think? Duval, what'd you think of the course, the weather? I know you had it over par and disappointed he made that putt.
What an incredible situation on the last that not only are they going at it even and he hits it to like 60 some odd feet. Victor Hovland, I literally said it right when his ball landed. I was fist pumping that thing to get inside of JJ Spawn's ball. I was just like, please have a chance to 3-putt and it'll go to a playoff and it's over par. That's all I asked for. That's all I asked for.
JJ could win in the playoff. You didn't care. Just
I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I got no problem with that. But yeah, I mean, we had all the conversation about how it's going to get super soft and fairways were going to be wider and it was going to be super easy and everything. And then I witnessed the absolute carnage that I wanted to see. I mean, 78 from Burns, 79, I think, from Scott. Like, even JJ, I mean, he did get one poor break early in the round on 2 when he hit the flag, but I mean, he didn't look great. He was hitting it all over the map. And that was kind of what I was looking for on Saturday, and then Sunday kind of the same thing, but it just didn't really play out that way. So I thought it was a great major. It's a little lackluster in names, obviously, but there was some good shots coming down the stretch, and there were some absolute awful shots coming down the stretch. So I mean, you can't. That's what I wanted from a U.S. Open at Oakmont. So I was pretty happy.
Yeah. What more can you ask for?
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
it's the U.S. Open. Everybody always wants. Let's all feel human.
Yeah.
And see these guys struggle a bit. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see JJ make a birdie there at the last. Shout out Lab Golf. First major win for Lab putters.
Yeah, incredible. Wow. And it's him. That's just wild to me.
And what a way to end it too. Like to drain a what did you say?
62 feet, I think.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's deep.
I mean,
really, really cool.
And it was dead center.
It didn't even.
It was like perfect speed, dead center.
Well, Hovland gave him the look. And
Hovland, dude, I'm gonna write that guy a letter. Like
anybody, it's like a scramble. The second guy always makes it in a scramble, right?
Yeah, you feel.
He had to look.
But
he had to look.
I'll definitely be eating some crow. I definitely thought it would play a little easier.
I got these guys that a gazillion under par for that place. I mean,
yeah,
Jesus.
Well, it was trending that way, and then
it was.
Sunday happened.
I mean, easiest day of the week.
Do you guys think the way that the USGA proceeded with the event had anything to do with the scores dropping the way they did? And what I mean by that is the course, I don't want to say it was unplayable, but the squeegee teams, every time a player hit, there was a splash. A lot of players are starting to miss left from the puddles. Could that be nerves? Was it the wet conditions? Was it the ball like kind of skidding a little bit? Like those last holes, there was a lot of uncontrolled shots, a lot of uncertainty with it, and maybe it just plays into the mind. Maybe it's a mind game more than an actual effect on the play. But it was interesting. I don't know if you saw. Did you guys see Fitzpatrick's quote
No.
No.
after the event? So he said, "I just don't think it's necessarily rewards good shots, and I think it penalizes bad shots too harshly. You could be more penalized for missing a shot by 1 yard off the fairway or 6 inches off the fairway rather than 40 yards off the fairway. Because if you blow it way deep, you're into the galleries and you're over the 5 inches of rough." And he just thought that, like, the course setup, the difficulty of how they had the rough, and the way the greens were undulated, and the severity of some of the slopes and stuff,
What?
maybe not a popular opinion, but he felt that if you hit good shots, you really weren't rewarded on the same level as just missed shots.
What did he shoot this week?
I don't have it, and I can't look it up.
Yeah.
I think he was tied for 38th. Tony had him in his top 20. So, yeah, Fitz was tied for 38th. So what's that, plus 12 maybe?
Yeah,
Something like that.
something
Give or take,
deep.
somewhere
Yeah,
in there.
probably something deep.
Yeah.
Isn't that always the case, though? Isn't that always the case?
I
It's the U.S. Open, right?
mean, it's not always the case because last year
It's not.
they hit it into the sand, and if you are actually getting a better lie out of the sand than if you hit it into the rough. So, like, he can sit there. I think I will tell you this. Did you guys see Terrell Hatton's drive on 17?
Yeah, it was a turning point of the tournament. His drive versus JJ Spahn's drive.
His drive.
2-stroke difference. Yes.
Did you see where it landed? Where it actually
I did.
landed? It landed on
Yes.
the down slope going into the bunker.
Yes.
Any other day of the week, that ball is in the flat spot of the bunker, and he's got like a pretty, I don't want to say routine up and down, but it's a pretty, it's a gettable up and down.
He's going to make 4 at worst.
Correct. I mean, this thing landed on the downslope, and immediately when I saw it land there, I'm like, that is probably one of the worst breaks that you're going to get. And he made the comment out there. He said the same thing. I think it got super wet. I think that there was definitely a push that they did not want to have. They did not want 25 guys or 30 guys coming back on Monday to finish and all
Correct.
that stuff. I think there was a little bit of that. But I'm also going to sit here and say, like, I don't think the golf course was, like, unplayable. I mean, how many times have you gone out and you've played? I mean, like, we kind of did it for U.S. Open qualifier this year in Orlando. I mean, this place was soaked. And they just got it back out for a qualifier and you just do it. I mean, that's what kind of muni golf, and that's what, like, those conditions just kind of come, they go, it just happens. So, Tony, you're a golf traditionalist. Like, that's kind of one of those things where it's the rub of the green. Like, it just is what it is. So I think it plays a little bit into the mental aspect for sure, but come on, guys. You're professional golfers. You're professional golfers.
So you feel it was more mental than actual affected shots.
I think that there was an opportunity for a hard golf course to get some criticism because of rain, and they gave it the criticism that they want to give it. I mean, in all reality, I said this before the start of the week. Like I said it last week, I said it's going to be one of those spots where people are just going to be like, are living. Like, I mean, look at Shane Lowry. The guy shot a million over par. He's like, get me out of here. I mean, he had some choice words, but I think a golf course like that is going to have people just going at it. They're going to be upset with whatever because it's mentally grinding and it's a tough golf course.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah. Tony?
So that was the course.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I haven't seen like the splash of water come up off of like iron shots and shots from the fairway like that on a professional golf tournament in a long time. So I think there's probably the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. That yes, it's probably mental, but there is probably some a little over the top conditions that they were playing in at that point.
Sure. Yeah, they're a little extreme. So with that said, what do you guys think of Burns and his ruling? Did you see that one where he didn't get the casual water lie? I mean, I
No,
didn't
I
see it
didn't see
either way. I
that.
mean, if you had two different people say there's not enough water there, and then when he hit the shot, it was like he hit it out of a. I don't know if you shot the splash right.
Yeah.
It was pretty good, but that's probably chalks it up more to the mental, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think your ball's gonna squirt when it's wet. Like I think that you're not going to have as much spin when it comes out. So if you're used to hitting, if you're used to trying to hit a cut and get something in there and it comes squirting out and you hold on to it a little bit too long, you get a little tight, that's gonna increase a left shot. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
shot that plays in my mind is the Hovland shot into 18. Like that, the
Yeah.
amount of water that
yeah,
came
okay.
out, and in like you're saying, classic. He's a fader,
Yeah.
like, probably starting it at the middle of the green, hoping to fade it in there,
Yeah.
and just holds on to it. And
I'm sure there's a little bit. I always get that feeling of like, man, I don't want to lay this in there and have it just smack me right in the face. You know what I mean? Like mud, water,
Yeah.
dirt, whatever. So like,
Oh yeah.
there's that aspect of it too. So, um, it's done and over with now. But
Yeah. No, I just thought it
it's
was an interesting
yeah,
thing to the course. I don't think it did it really have anything to do with the end result. Probably not. The guys that were gagging, regardless if it was wet, if it was whatever. I think that just added a little more degree of difficulty, which, in all honesty, when you're unraveling, just add another log to the fire at that point.
yeah. The
But
guy was 6 over par at that point or something, or 5 over par
Yeah,
for the
he's
day at that point. Like, I mean, I get it. It's just
yeah. So, what do you guys think of? I thought a cool spot was when JJ Spawn made the putt, and I don't know how long you guys hung into the coverage, but when JJ Spawn made the putt, they made two camera shots. One to McIntyre in the locker room watching it live and his reaction,
yeah, it was awesome.
and then Terrell Hatton giving an interview, and they all stopped to watch it, and then his reaction.
yeah.
Oh, I missed
Just two
Terrell.
class guys, man. For
Yeah.
Terrell yelling at kids at the PGA and all the shenanigans he does, I thought those were two pretty cool reactions, and just competitors giving it up to the other guy. Hey, man, you made a 60-footer.
Touche.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great job.
Yeah,
I thought
Terrell
those were
was
cool.
funny. Terrell was funny, and unbelievable. Oh, he's made it. Oh, he's made it. Unbelievable. I mean, it was just like,
That's awesome.
And then McIntyre. I mean, McIntyre's in there praying to God that he's gonna 3-putt there. I mean,
Yeah.
but he gave him a clap. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my boy JJ Spawn, I on our Friday night podcast, I had some nice words that America would like him off the TV.
He tried.
Right?
He tried.
Go shoot 80 and get off my TV. Right? I didn't really have any. I didn't know the guy. His game I felt was boring. I mean, he plays a lot like me, left to right, safe. You guys didn't jump on that one.
Wow.
Eliminate one side of the course. There you go. There you go. You guys didn't jump on it. So anyway, he's up to world number 8. He's going to get a Ryder Cup invite. And his story was really, really cool. The more I learned about the guy, the more you hear about the family, the California connection, the whole thing, his struggles on tour, the mini tours, the grind he had. JJ, sorry, bro, I love you. You're up on the wall. I got you.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough one to take on after he came back and won. I'm sitting there going, a couple of guys came back, obviously, in the comments, and were like, "Oh boy, this is going to be a hot one here." I was like, "Yes, it is."
Oh
But,
my!
yeah, I mean, he's had a lot of.
We've also spoken very highly of this guy also in the past.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, at the players. Yeah, it wasn't all just
have.
that was a little fun and games. That was it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
What would this pod be without some fun and games?
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
he's had some spots. You know what I mean? He's had some troubles, and then he's come back. He's won the Canadian Tour Order of Merit, and like he's lost his card, kept his card, Q School back into his card, all of this stuff. So I mean, that was he never had like a top 30 finish. I don't think. I think like his best finish was like T31 or something in a major. So,
Yeah, until the players.
yeah. And I mean, So, um, he was due. He'd been playing
Yeah.
well a lot for the year and things like that. So,
I mean, in a way, to put a bow on JJ, in a way, the 1 Foot Drive podcast may take a little credit for his win. I mean, we
sparked
tagged
a little
him.
fire.
We know he's a fan of the show. He definitely listens. Who doesn't listen to the 1 Foot Drive?
Correct.
Correct.
So, like, if he sees that and he's just like, you know what, my kid's throwing up. I got these podcast hacks telling me I'm going to go shoot 80. Let me go get something for him. So
Yeah.
you're welcome, JJ, for
Yeah.
the inspiration.
Let us know
Yeah,
when
how
you want to
about-
come on. We'll tag you.
Yeah.
Let us know. Give us a shout.
You guys saw that he was in CVS at 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Getting medicine for his kid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. His kid was puking everywhere.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Upset tummy.
Nervous.
And then guy comes out and wins the U.S. Open on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty karmic.
Yeah.
Pretty karmic.
Yeah. I mean,
Sweet.
his kid
Yeah.
his kid came up. There was a spot I saw where like his kid came up and was like, "Hey, Daddy, we gotta go. It's bedtime." And he's like, "What?" And we're like, "It's bedtime." And he's like, "No, we're gonna stay up late." And his daughter's like, "Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go.
So like
I
that
love
was.
that.
Yeah,
Give me
that
some
was cool.
Pepsi. We're partying.
Yeah, that was cool.
Give me a
That's
Dr.
amazing.
Pepper.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well,
It
what do
was-
you boys think of? What do you guys think of this gentleman?
I can't read it.
Bag it out.
Oh, Rory.
Roll.
Well, that's
Brandon
half
Beek?
of Rory.
I got
So
a lot
Rory,
on this guy.
The
I
mental
guess
giant?
I guess I'd like to just focus on a couple areas. Good job, young man, on properly throwing the club.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, finally.
And that T marker got it.
Yeah, that was a little out of line, but what are you gonna do? When you're letting steam out and you're cheering for the guy to go, that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
So, and then he talked to the media twice and explained his hate for the media, and he's still pouting about that a little bit. So, any comments about Rory before we move on?
I didn't see the interview, so I can't
He
comment
was
on that.
he
but-
was very short worded, giving 1 word answers, and then they're like,
Mm.
"Rory, what's wrong?" And he's like, "It's you guys."
Yeah.
And he was still, just to summarize it with the cliff notes, but he was
Yeah,
still
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of. He was still kind of on the "you leaked my driver and now I'm pouty" face guy.
Oh,
and,
my
yeah,
God.
and now he's like, I've been open for you guys for 3-4 years. Like, I feel like I can do whatever I want. Like, I don't need to
I've
be in
earned
here.
it.
I've earned it. And I'm just sitting there saying to myself, like,
How
Tiger-
hard would Arnold Palmer
Tiger
try?
Woods, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, like all of these guys, like even like I give Johnny Miller a little bit of credit coming into the booth this week and like chatting with Jack and doing some things, after
That was
rounds
awesome.
and stuff. It was great, but like, this guy's just off the charts ridiculous. He's over the top now, and he needs to just maybe go home, take a break. He's like, if I can't get up for a major in my hometown or my home country, what can I get up for? Dude, just say you're done. Just say
Yeah.
like you're over it. Say you're done, and just like go through the motions and make some money, and go play your Ryder Cup if you want. It's out of control.
We'll see you on the senior tour, Rory.
Yeah, like
Yeah, just
he's never playing the senior tour.
go hang it up.
Not really, like he's.
So, just a quick question for you guys. Because of this and a little bit of drama that's going on with it, do you think there's a world, and are you in favor of the PGA Tour making post-round interviews mandatory? Or do you still like the freedom that the players have?
It's sad that they actually have to do that, but they should do that. They really should.
I think that if they're gonna bring guys in and force them to do it, I don't want an interview like Rory's. Like, I don't want, what kind of drive, you switch drivers or whatever. What kind of driver are you playing? Come out and you can see. What kind of drivers? It's a TaylorMade. Like, come on, man. I mean, you got to grow up at some point. Like, that's just a little tough for me to take. So I'm not necessarily in favor of them making them come and talk to everybody. I just think that if you're going to put yourself out there as a staple to the game and you want to play for the prestige and that's what you preach, then you should be willing to go in there in open arms and like have conversation. And if you're upset about something, you know, sometimes you just have to put it aside when you're at work or you're at, you know, you're doing everything. So, you know, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think that's the one thing about playing golf for a living is you get a freedom to make your own schedule and do those things. And when you want to do this and when you want to do that, that's part of it. But they can. And I just hope it doesn't backfire if they do it.
Yeah. Well, if they do, and they make it mandatory, and you get guys like Rory coming in there, all that does is pull back the curtain, and you see the dude's true character. Thank you. Thank you for the insight. You're a fraud.
Yeah.
Let's just call a spade a spade. You're a fraud, Rory. Your marketing team, your agent, the PGA Tour, everybody's putting you up on this pedestal. And when your true colors come out because you're frustrated, you're a fraud. Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. So I don't mind seeing it.
I agree.
I don't mind seeing it. How about a little more dangerous? I always like guys letting off steam, but how about Wyndham Clark? About killing a scorekeeper. He winged his driver, and I think it slipped, and he played it off like he didn't. But he slipped, and he put a hole in the – he almost took out his scorekeeper. And then allegedly, a big allegedly in finger quotes, he destroyed a 100-year locker room, a few lockers. Any thoughts on our boy Wyndham?
What, you want to start, Andy?
No, fire away, buddy. I took the last one. You can have this one.
It's just sad, man. It's just really sad that, you know, these are adults and they're out here. Like it's the same thing with Rory. It's like, grow up. I know there's a lot of money on the line, but there's a lot of people looking up to you. You have a platform. You need to be setting an example. And this is like, you know, if you're going to do something like that, own the frick up to it. Come out and apologize and do the right thing and be a man about it. Don't like, you know, I pay for the damages, like do all the right things. Like everybody makes mistakes. It's about what you do after. And just that these guys are continue to dig their heels into this stuff. It's like, this is how you're setting the example for the next generation. It's just, that's just going to placate and coming around again and get worse and snowball. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe it just feels bigger than just these little incidences to me. Like the fact that they're not taking ownership of this, and you know, same thing with Morikawa. Like he's just digging his heels in. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's kind of funny though with the media. I enjoy the Morikawa thing. No one's getting hurt with that. He's not damaging project, but
it's funny.
You know,
but like,
there was
I get you.
Something that went around. I think like Wyndham. They said he was banned from Oakmont now. Something went around that said he was banned. I mean, how can you not be? Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna come You're gonna come riding in there and do the whole thing. And I mean, I think he's had his troubles in the past, and he like tried to get over it with when he won the U.S. Open and he won at Wells Fargo and things like that. Like, you know, this, that, and the next thing, but. Again, there comes more pressure when you become a major winner and a PGA Tour winner, and that can somewhat, you know, boil over. And it's not okay. It's not okay at all. But I think, as you were saying, Tony, like there's a little bit more deep down in there where there might be some anger management stuff that needs to come in through.
Well, and if I can just say one more thing before I want to hear Mike's thoughts on this too, but it just goes to show you how powerful it is to not be like that, because this guy has all the talent in the world, and when he did take ownership of that, he went and sought help for that part of his game or his life. Really, you saw the outcome. He wins in LA, and everybody sees the brilliance of Wyndham Clark, and now I don't know what his personal life is like right now or whatever, where he's at with his sports psych, but obviously something's not quite the same, and it's a shame.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
It is a shame. I agree.
Nice.
What do you think, Mike?
On Wyndham?
Yeah.
I always think it's, you guys have touched on it. It's poor behavior. If you're going to get upset, throw your stuff. Don't endanger anybody. Don't hurt anybody. Don't damage shit. Like the comment, like, oh, you should pay for it. That's a BS thing. Like, I go across the street to my neighbor, throw a baseball through his window and leave him $50 and say, here, fix it. Well, now, it's not about the money. It's a pain in the ass because now he's got to clean up glass. He's got to go get a window replaced, and he probably can't do it right there. So he's going to have to board it up so he doesn't have a bunch of shit in the house. Same thing with Oakmont. You got a 100-year locker, a 100-year-old locker, 2 or 3 of them that he damaged. You just don't go pick those up off the street. So that GM, director of golf, locker, whoever it is, yeah, there's money. Oh, I'm going to make good. I'll pay for it. But that's really not the point. So I always hate that thing. Well, he paid for it, so it's good. No, it's not. It's really not, because it's more about the money than, it's really not about that. So that's the only thing I would add in there to what, and echo what you guys said as well.
Man,
so,
go break your own clubs. You're going to get them for free
Yeah.
anyways. Like, go
Right.
snap all your clubs like Tin Cup did, and then just, do your thing. So
don't take it out on other people's property.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into anything else, boys, before we get into our picks. Anything else you guys like to talk about on the Open?
Great Open week.
That we didn't cover?
Yeah.
It was.
It was great.
Another great week.
Yeah, it was.
How can you go wrong?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed, Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sunday.
Yeah.
I was pulling for him, man.
I think everybody was. That was a tough one.
Yeah. I sat there and I was like, man, I picked Rose, obviously. And I'm like, man, the wrong old guy. Like, older guy playing well. You know what I mean? I was like, there's somebody that was going to play well that was, like, in that age range. And, like, it was Adam Scott and not Justin Rose. So it was, like, it was great to see because he looks good for 44 and, like, the way he moves it and the way he moves. And, like, he's so classic that it's just everything he does, like, around the greens, like, even his attire is just so, like, it's so, like, tuned in, but, like, bland. He used to come out with some crazy stuff when he was younger, but he went to that new and he's just wearing that tan and white and, like, the gray and this, and he just does everything so.
Got 50 Shades of Tan.
Yeah,
sure.
man. And he's so good. So
he's a class act for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many more. I mean, he's playing really well still.
Yeah.
But guys like that are just on a pitch clock at this point. But
agreed.
Yeah, I mean,
I
with
love seeing him in
his
the mix.
physique, his shape he's in, you don't hear too much about him having injury issues and stuff like that. I think maybe a back or a neck at one point, right? Who doesn't do that with as many balls as those guys are hitting? But
agreed.
He's in great shape. He's not trying to figure anything out. It's just reps and opportunity at this point. And like you said, Tony, does the putter get hot for a week?
If he wants to, man, when he gets on the senior tour, it's gonna be lights out.
He's gonna hit it 50 yards by everybody.
He's gonna flip wedges in.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna flip wedges in all day.
Shoot 30 under for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And just hope he starts making putts. I mean, that's really.
And just hope the Tiger isn't playing at the same time.
True.
I
hope Tiger's upright at that time, like
True.
reality.
Yeah.
So
you think he'll do Champions Tour, not live?
Who, Adam?
I don't think a lot of these guys are going to play. I think you're going to see a lot of these guys playing the senior majors. Like, I think that's what you're going to see. I think Adam Scott's comfortable enough to just go ride off into the sunset and, like, go surf and, like, hang out and go do what those Aussies do. I mean, I'm not really sure, but, like, maybe so.
Wrestle gators.
Yeah. Do,
I don't know.
go box a
Crocs.
box a kangaroo or something. Like, I'm not sure, but, like, he
Seems like he likes nice things. I could see him taking a fat check and
I'm
saying,
sure.
"Yeah, I'll go play Orange County." Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
He'll play the majors on the regular tour, senior tour, whatever he has status for. He'll play the big events. Why not?
I mean, he's gonna have status out there for 5 years straight. He can play like shit for 5 years, and he's gonna have status out there. So
until it catches up to him.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, boys. Well, U.S. Open, our new format now. So we're going to try to, give the bettors something to look at that follow the pod. So our U.S. Open pick recap. So we all picked a favorite to finish in the top 5. None of us made that happen. The closest, Scotty was T7 and Henley was T10. My boy Straka missed a cut, so we solid rounds, but not into the top 5 like we had promised. Top 10s. Top 10s, we all failed. Rose missed a cut. Adam Scott killed you, Tony. Down the stretch, he T12, and he just double on his way in. He that was a lock for you, but
looking like me out there.
Yeah, that was unreal. And I had Harris English who made the cut but didn't really do much. Tied for 59th. Top 20s, Duvall had Neiman, got cut. Tony had Fitz, tied for 38th. And I leveraged the world rankings and went Rahm for a T7, so that was a correct pick on that one.
Nice shot, Michael.
T40. Oh, and I forgot to look at the payout. This is the one that the 1 foot drive. We won this parlay. So our top 40 and under. AD had Leishman, tied for 38th. Tony had Gotterip, tied for 23, and I had Brooksy, tied for 12. So we won that parlay. I put a little cash on that one. And
nice.
I don't know what the payout was. I forgot to look it up before the pod. If I look it up on my phone now, you'll lose me. I'll just
see you later. Night, Mike. Just send us a text.
That bad boy.
Yeah. So we took a little cash on that one.
I like that.
So that was a victory for all. The AMs, we already talked about Andy's difficulty to pick an AM. He picked a pro this week. Tony and I's guys missed a cut. Live. We gave Andy his pick. He didn't know who to pick. We told him to take Hatton. That worked out well for him. Tied for 4th. I don't know what I'm not really going to throw the live picks in there. I don't know how we. There's nothing you could bet on like best finish for live. Actually, I think that is. I actually won that bet. Actually, now that I think about it, I took Hatton for the low live player. That was a bet on DraftKings. So
there you go.
Yeah. So Duvall, that's going to mess up my percentages, but we'll figure it out real quick. And then the score, Duvall, you were the closest, +2. Tony had 7, I had 8. Under.
Unbelievable, you guys.
No.
Okay.
I can't help it. I'm just blown away. But anyways.
So our percentages week 1, Andy and Tony, you had a 25% hit rate, and I was at 50%. But that'll change if we throw the live in there because that'll make Andy 2 of 5, Tony 1 of 5, and me 2 of 5. What's
40%?
What is that? 40%.
40 and 20. So we're both 40 and he's 20.
You got it. If we throw in the live picks, so that's a good week.
Yeah, I mean,
solid.
So we'll keep that as a running tally for you bettors that are following us to see our percentages overall as we move along.
There's only one person that I want to beat that I know of, that everybody knows on this pod, that my percentage is better than his, and he knows who he is out there. So he knows.
Well,
good
he's
luck.
got frequency on you, that's for sure.
That's my God.
He's betting cricket. He's betting dodgeball on the Ocho at 3 a.m. to try to catch up and get even.
Exactly.
He's on those wiffle ball bats.
He's betting dash hounds at the track. He's whatever action they give him, he's taking something to get back to even.
He's in
chasing it.
Well, there's some action. There's a lot of good action this week, boys.
There is some good action.
That puts us right into the Travelers. TPC River Highlands. It is a signature event. Scotty's your defending champion, -22. He won in a playoff over Tom Kim last year. Par 70, 68-44. This is going to be a pitch and putt after what the boys just went through at Oakmont. The one comment I was laughing about was after this week at Oakmont, when those guys go and just play a casual round at the club or something, they may shoot 58.
Yeah.
I mean, after playing Oakmont for 4 or 5 days and that stuff, they're going to go light it up. So Travelers up in Connecticut, another TPC course. I didn't realize until doing this podcast how many TPC courses these guys play at. That's an interesting thing.
It's all about PGA Tour's got to keep it on their properties. That's for sure.
Yeah. Keep it on the payroll.
Yeah.
Do you boys have any comments before we get into picks on the TPC Travelers? Any insights or anything before we?
Yeah, they're gonna
rip into it.
it's an accuracy dominant course. Like
Mm-hmm.
pretty tight, right? If I'm not mistaken, and
Yeah,
more about
relatively
approach
tight,
play,
but
I
it's
think the
driving accuracy, approach play.
they're gonna go deep.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is like, if I'd be shocked if we didn't. I haven't seen what the weather and stuff looks like, but usually it's a little wet up there, and somebody shoots like 59, has like a 55 watch or something on
Mm-hmm.
early. So
This is where Furyk shot 58, right?
I believe so. Yeah, and I think
Ooh,
like
that'll be a fact check.
Patrick Cantley shot like somewhere between 59 and 61 as an am or something like that when he played there back in the day.
What a field too after the U.S. Open.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you have
this
everybody
signature,
in the top 10 is there.
this used
These
to,
elevated events are
yeah, this used to be just
Rory's
kind
even
of
playing.
a low event. Like, this used to be just kind of like one of those like mid-range events where guys would like to go to and whatever. It's a good golf course and whatnot, but yeah, it's turned into just a banger, absolute banger. So
Yeah.
Just goes to show you throw a bunch of money at something, guys are going to show up.
money
9,
talks.
10,
Money
11, 12.
talks,
There's,
baby.
I mean, there's only one guy missing in the top 22, and I don't know who that is at 13. I don't know who the that would be at 13 in the world ranking, but yeah, everybody's there basically. So,
Well, let's get into it. For our bettors out there, who do you guys? We're going to start out with top 5. Somebody that we think is going to finish in the top 5, possibly win. That's ranked 1 to 10 in the world, and we'll just rotate. So Tony, you go first. Andy, me, and then we'll rotate this
Sounds
out.
good.
So Tony, who do you got? And we're not doing Scotty. Scotty's out unless it's a major.
Womp womp.
Womp womp is right.
I guess I'll have to scramble for. No, I'm just kidding. I'm taking Colin Morikawa.
okay.
Solid play last week at the U.S. Open. Just hasn't been rolling the rock too good. But his driving is great. He's not the longest guy, we all know that, but he hits it on a rope into these flags. So, yeah, I like his chances this week. I don't think he's got to be a great putter this week. I think, just based on the clubs that they're going to be hitting to the greens, he's going to have a lot of good looks. So, yeah, what you got, Andy?
Very cool.
I'm taking Russell Henley again.
Nice.
Give him my boy. Give him my
Couple
boy.
of faders.
Yep, I'm gonna ride that horse for a while here. I feel like he's got another win under his belt real soon. So, Mike.
I have 3. All 3 of these guys missed the cut at Oakmont, so I figured they'd get in early, get some practice rounds, get some
Smart.
warm ups. So I had 3 guys in my holster that all missed the cut. I'm going to take Aberg out of those 3. I think he had it going at Oakmont a little bit. I think he, got stuck in the rough a few times, and that was it. So Aberg is mine. My others were Straka or JT, but I'm off the Straka wagon. I think he's going to need a week or 2 to recover.
That'd be a bold play going back to
the well.
Stop.
Yeah, I can't do that. And then JT, I don't know. He's JT.
Yeah.
So next up is top 10. Somebody we think is going to finish in the top 10 who's ranked 11 to 49 in the world. So Duvall, you're up first. Who do you like in that one?
I'm taking Keegan Bradley at home.
Nice. Captain Keegan.
Captain Keegan. He's ready for a W. Probably get his way onto the Ryder Cup team as a playing captain, and do the whole deal. So
yeah,
I'm in.
Well.
I'm in.
I like it,
Mike.
Yeah, 3 again. English, I'm going to eliminate. I can't go back to English. Aaron Ray, I take him too much, so I'm going to go Novak. You didn't hear his name for a little while. He's been having a good season. I think he's probably had some time. He didn't play in the Open, did he? Or if he did, he missed a cut by $1 billion. I didn't see his name anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if he was.
He must have, because he had a win this year.
Yeah, I don't. Did that get him in? What's he at, Mike? What's Novak at? What's his?
He's 35th in the world.
I got it.
So I got to imagine he played. I didn't look up where Novak finished in the Open. If he made the cut, I might switch my pick. Of course, the other two guys made the cut, so that kind of kills that. But I'll go with Novak. Doesn't matter.
He made the cut.
Did he?
Yeah.
Tied 42.
Yeah, he made the
all
cut.
Right. That's perfect. That's
73-72 on the weekend. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so that's right in the wheelhouse. That's perfect. I like that. Low expectations, under the radar. Odds will be good.
Good pick.
Give me Novak. Tony, who do you got?
Funny you pick Andrew Novak. I'm taking his partner from the Zurich, I believe, Ben Griffin, Mr. Maxfly.
Maxfly golf ball.
Mr. Maxfly.
Oh, I forgot to grab the Maxfly Revolution. I'll do it for next week.
It's all good. Yeah.
It's sitting on my desk at work. I forgot to put it in the pocket on the way out.
Man, that guy's got some swagger going right now.
Doesn't he with the aviators?
Yeah, he's just like
this guy can't be stopped.
He's bopping around and he's just I like the energy coming from him.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, did you guys see what I sent you? I'm pretty sure I sent that to you during the practice round at the Open. Griffin got my boy Gerard, where he dropped the paper and then Gerard picked it up and he's like, "Oh, you want one?"
Yeah,
and signed an autograph and gave it to him. That was awesome. Gerard's like, "You son of a bitch!"
And he rips it up.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
That's great.
But this dude is eating on strokes gained. By the way, this year, just every category he is. Yeah, I mean, he's super solid. So obviously that's going to happen when you win twice, but just playing really good golf. So, all right,
top 20. That's going to be me. This is going to be anybody ranked 50 to 80 because it's a signature event. We had to tighten it up a little bit. So top 20 finish or better, ranked 50 to 80. And speaking of him, I had 4 guys in this category. I'd be interested to see who you guys take, but I'm going to go right back to the well with Gerard. I think this is the type of course with his ball striking that I don't want to go out on a limb and say top 5, but top 20 should be a layup for him this week, especially coming off of Oakmont. That would be my call.
Yeah, good call,
Andy?
Mike. I had that too. So let me go to my second choice.
There you go.
I'm going right back to Bud Colley.
I had him as well, so that's Colley's a good pick.
Nice.
Tony?
Well, I guess that leaves Mr. Michael Kim for me.
I like
Who?
that.
Michael Kim, future player or pretender.
Michael Kim.
Yeah. He's actually a really good follow on social media.
Is he? All right, I'll have to look him up.
Yeah, he's playing real well this year. About 20th strokes gain approach to the green. Played well in the U.S. Open, 72 final round.
Oh, nice. So, never heard of him.
Yeah.
Played well at the Cognizant this year, too, down here, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Also shout out, he's the only one who knows how to make a proper divot pattern on the range. Saw a little Instagram post the tour put out. Everybody else is just, what are you doing?
Just chopping around like it's free grass.
Is he making lines?
He's making lines. Yeah. He's got a little slice of grass in between. Like, he's a professional. He's a professional.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
all right. My other 2 guys that were not picked that I was thinking of was Pavon, another good open finish, and Eric Cool. I thought Eric Cool might do something this week, but those were the guys that did not make the cut. So we're going to move on to top 40. This is anybody ranked number 81 or higher. And if I just went, that means we're back to who? Tony. You're first up. First in the bucket for top 40.
This is hard. For me. I'm gonna go with. I wanted to pick Clanton again, but I don't have a good feeling about him for some reason. So I'm going with Harry Hall, the Bryson lookalike guy.
Yeah, you are.
This guy's pretty wild. He's got a crazy bag set up. He's like one of those guys that plays mini driver and kind of an equipment nerd. So kindred spirits.
Leavenwood.
Yeah, he's putting so well this year, and he's hitting it. Approach is decent. Around the greens, he's playing well. So let's see what he's got.
Nothing wrong with that.
The Englishman.
No.
I believe Andy, you have the next pick.
Man, I didn't realize Max Homa was right here.
There he is. That's your boy.
Unreal.
I already have him written in for you.
Unreal.
I know you're not going to take Clanton because he shot $1 billion last event when you guys were fighting over him.
Yep.
Last.
Yeah, I'm not taking him. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just go with my Canadian, Adam Hadwin. Yeah, I'm going with my boy. Love me a good Canuck.
Gotcha. That makes that real easy for me. I am going to take Gary Woodland. He's been in form this year, off and on. This type of course again with his length, going to be hitting a ton of irons, just sky high. As long as he's not shanking it, he should finish top 40 pretty easy, I would think.
Yeah. He's been in good form, yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, betters. That's our travelers picks. Get your money in. Make sure you're watching. Get those cash outs.
Those
whenever you
parlays,
can.
man.
Pick it off. Pick
Can't
off
wait
those
to
cash
hear
outs.
what you cashed in on that top 40.
Let me know. Let me know next time so I can throw a little bit of kashish down on there. But yeah, I feel
Yeah.
Just let me know.
You got it.
Unbelievable.
All right, gentlemen. That pivots into our next segment, which is the Women's PGA Championship. It's major week for the ladies.
Let's go.
Defending champion is Amy Yang, -7. That was at Sahili Country Club. This week, they're at Fields Ranch East at PGA Frisco in Frisco, Texas. So the PGA Championship at the new home of the PGA. $10.4 million is the purse for the ladies. First time it's going to be played in Texas. We got all the names. World #1 Nelly. We got Sago, who won the Chevron as a major. We got Maja, who won the U.S. Open. You got Ko, multiple major winner. Lydia Ko is also there for world #1. I mean, you got all the names. You also got 10 ladies from the PGA, LPGA that qualified, sort of like what the men do, same way with the ladies. So we have 10 professionals in the field. Gentlemen, any thoughts on the ladies this week? Tony, I know you were down at Frisco. Any thoughts on the course? Were you able to play it when you were down there, or did you just drive around? I forget what you told me when you were down there.
Oh, I mean, if you want the truth, it's pretty. I'm a little disappointed actually about how that all went down. So if you go down there as a PGA associate or professional, you get nothing. You get a little discount to play the course, but it's ridiculous, the price of this place. And it's not even owned by the PGA. The course is owned by like the Marriott or something. So it's kind of, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm just a lowly associate over here, but I don't know. It just seems like a big old money grab.
Yeah, light it up, man. Let us hear it. Light it up.
So, yeah, I was just like, you're supposed to be able to go down there, study, play your game, work on your game, and they're like, oh yeah, if you want to play, you got to call and make a reservation like every other, schmuck, and it's $500. And okay.
Jeez.
Sweet.
They give you a sack of balls for the range for $500 or what?
I don't even think you do.
No, I hope so.
Well,
I did.
Next time you go, before you go, I can get you some. Go ahead.
Yeah. You got a guy for a sack of balls.
I got a guy.
I did get to play the pitch and putt course there. I forget what it was called. That was only 40, so I could afford that one. It was cool, but you're hitting off of mats and stuff. The around the greens are cool, the undulations. I think that's kind of what you get on the big course, from what I've seen. It's kind of this new wave of Gil Hanse stuff where it's very natural and lots of topography and things like that. So it should look really cool on TV. I saw a little bit of the professional championship there. Andy and I were talking about that before we got on, but yeah, and I think this course is hosting the men next year, I believe. Is that right?
They hosted the senior championship there already, I believe.
The senior championship?
Yeah, the senior PGA was there. Now they're going to do the women's PGA. I don't know if they'd ever do the men's PGA. We'd have to look at the list.
I think it's coming up either next year or the year after. Yeah.
I know for our national championship, they rotate between Frisco and then the original place in Florida with the Wanamaker and the Die, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what they're doing? You know what they're doing now? Next year, it's at Bandon Dunes. The PGA, the Club Pro PGA Championship is at Bandon Dunes next year.
Oh yeah,
wow. Yeah. So they and they're kind of starting to move towards resorts now that are that have 36 holes, obviously, because there's so many guys, but they're trying to get it into different spots. And I learned that just because obviously I was at the spot this year down here. I thought they just went back and forth, but yeah, I mean that'll be a pretty cool experience for the pros. It's going to be crazy to have that many people on property. Like there's nothing there other than that. So, but you know, there's nothing there. I mean, there's golf, and then there's nothing there. So
that could get dangerous. 352 professionals with nothing to do but golf and nightlife afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
That could get out of hand.
Yeah, and I'm sure guys are probably gonna like stay around and play. If you don't make the cut or you don't do whatever, you're gonna stay around. If you're gonna play a few extra days, and you're gonna probably have a couple extra transfusions, and you know, it's gonna be a day or a week.
What do they got? Three or four courses at Bandon?
I think they have 5.
I'm not familiar with. Oh, really? I'm not familiar with the. You went there with a member group.
Yeah, I think there's a 5th golf course going in. There's definitely 4. We played 4, and I'm not sure what golf courses are playing it on. To be quite frank, but yeah, it should be good. It's a cool spot. I mean, it's really different golf courses. They're great layouts. The conditions will be very interesting there because it could be. I mean, we played in torrential downpour sideways, blowing 45. So yeah, it can get dicey. But
depending on the time of year, that could be. Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my whole thing with this Field Ranch course. Like the wind out there is usually, you know, howling. So it's definitely going to play some havoc on the ladies this week if they get it. And I always say that I'm probably one that wants to see some carnage out there, just, you know, but, you know, this
always
place,
looking for it.
Yeah. I mean, this place it's a major championship and it has that, but the wind was out there. I know the last year, it was that way for the boys in, you know, the PGA Club Pro. So I'm interested to see it. The golf course on TV is pretty good. You know, they've got some pretty challenging golf holes, some elevation changes, and the greens are kind of all over the place and some runoffs and stuff. So it'll be fun to watch the ladies get around there.
I didn't look it up. It'll be interesting what they play them.
Yeah,
that'll be in fact check because. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's 66, like 78 or something is what I saw.
Because I thought there might have been a chance. Yeah,
I've
go
heard
ahead.
68. I've heard they could play it all the way up to 7,000.
Oh, wow.
It'll be interesting to see what they play it then, because the guys are on 68-44. So the ladies might play a longer course than the guys this week.
That'd be
depending
fantastic.
on how they set it up. That'd be pretty
fantastic.
wild.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into some picks with the ladies, shall we?
Let's
do it.
All right, for the ladies, we're going to do top 5. Somebody we think is going to be in the top 5 who might have a chance to win it. We're going to do somebody in the top 20, somebody that we think will be top 20 or more. And then we're going to pick our low PGA, LPGA member because they do the split. You could be in the LPGA or the PGA as a member for their stroke play qualifier. So, Tony, you want to lead us off with your top 5?
Yeah, I would love to. So I don't know if we mentioned this, but this course, from what I've read, it seems to favor driving total distance. So I'm going back. Already won a major this year, Miss Nelly Corda. I know she's had a rough couple weeks, but
We should never let him pick first with the
Like, it's
favorites.
unbelievable.
I should know better by now.
What?
This is like our
Would you
13th
not have?
podcast.
Would you not take Nelly?
Holy Jesus. No, I'm not. It just goes
Good
right.
pick. Good pick, Tony.
Yeah, it just goes right into your wheelhouse. Like, it's one or two. So I like it. I think
Well,
it's
I
great.
can't pronounce the other one's name, so
Yeah.
Unreal.
Oh, before we got on here,
I've tried.
He's like, what's Cynical's first name? And I'm like, well, it's
Gino.
It's Gino on here.
Gino's their nickname.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Don't try to pronounce it on air now. Don't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely not going to. Do you know her real first name, Mike?
No idea.
It's super
'Cause that's
long,
just
but I
her
prefer to go with Jeno, Gino. That's a
Yeah.
super long
Well, yeah.
name. I could probably pronounce it if I saw it. I'll try to do that next week when she wins.
Yeah, you'll have to show me how to do that.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Is that who you're taking, Mike?
I don't know. I'm third in the batting order, so you're up next.
I'm taking Minji Lee.
Yep, I like it.
Yep, Minwoo.
Nice.
That was
sister.
one of my-
Pronunciation.
Minwoo
That was
sister.
one of my three.
Yep.
Let her cook.
Let her cook. Love it, Tony. Jeez.
Duvall, you're too much.
Why?
You are absolutely too much. All right, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go just because I want to be able to pronounce her name next week. I will take Gino. She had a lackluster last major at the Open. She did not play the way she wanted. I think she's number 2 in the world. She's gonna bounce back.
Cynical.
Gino. Duvall, top 20. You're up. Who do you like?
Ingrid Lindblad.
Ah, that was my lady from last time.
Yeah. Taking her.
Lindblad. Ingrid. Gotta love Ingrid. I did a little Rio last time. I don't want to go with Mayo or Maja as major champions. I think that's too much of a layup. So I am going to go back to the well, and I'm going to go back to Yanni Singh. I love the story. She's putting left-handed. She's got to get it done this week. She missed a cut by one. She missed a cut by one last time. I got to give her another try. Yanni.
This guy comes out with, she's got to get it done. She's played 2 majors. Her second major putting left-handed. She missed the cut. She's got to get it done this week.
Hey, high expectations. I played 23 holes cross-handed. I got to get it done next round. It's got to work. I haven't practiced. It's got to work.
Come on,
You got to do
Unbelievable.
it. You got to do
Get
it.
done.
You got to have high expectations for yourself.
Feel it.
Tony, I think number 3 in the
I'm gonna-
world's available, Tony, if you like.
Are we allowed?
You take whoever you want.
Yeah, whatever.
No.
Whatever
I'm
you
gonna
want,
go with
Tony.
a veteran play here. Brooke Henderson.
Wow.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah, just solid player.
Another Canadian.
She knows how to win.
I like
I
that.
like it.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to go into our low PGA/LPGA player. I will be kicking off for this category. I am going to go with a former Epsom Tour player.
God
She's
dang
currently the director of instruction at Marion Golf Club.
Frick.
Joanna Coe,
Oh,
PA
perfect.
girl.
Oh, I thought we were.
You thought it was
That's-
somebody else?
that was-
Is there
Yeah,
another
that's-
director of
that-
golf for Marion? No,
No,
Right.
you said Epson to her, and she's a PA girl, so.
you just blacked out.
No, I
Gotcha.
have the other one.
Oh, I got you. All right. Who'd that go to? That would be Tony. You're up next.
That was gonna be my pick, so I'll have to go with my backup, Miss Natalie Vivaldi. West Coast player. She's got a bunch of accolades. Really accomplished. Director of instruction at Emerald Isle. She's
California.
yeah, Cali girl. So
Yeah, she has
yeah.
6 Southern California PGA wins. I think just in 2023 or 24, she's like you
Yeah.
said, quite accomplished. I was going to be my second. I was between those two, so it worked out that I got to go first. So I got my
Nice.
top dog, but that was second in the holster was Natalie.
Yeah,
But,
I'm
Duval.
excited to see. There's a lot of good players on this Corebridge team here.
No, there is.
Yeah, the one of them is Ashley Greer.
Mm-hmm.
I
Ashley.
will be taking her this week.
All right. Florida.
Yeah,
She's in Florida right now.
if I'm not mistaken, I played with her in a Winter Series event. We're dating back now to 4, 5, 6 years ago. But yeah, if I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's the same woman. Yeah, she's a stud. She absolutely put the hurt on me. So pretty sure she shot 65 the day that we played together, and yeah, it was fun to watch. She's like a former Epson Tour player. Pretty sure she's from PA. Yeah, just a stud. So I think she got in on a playoff too for this to get the team. So
That's awesome.
she can play solid when it matters. So that's nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sudden death playoff. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
Was it like a 3 for 1 or something, or 2 for 1?
I don't know.
It doesn't
It
say.
didn't come.
Sure.
Yeah, it didn't come up and say.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we look forward.
May I just call out the general media doing research for LPGA events? Come on.
Oh, it's
Media,
terrible, isn't it?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
There's no research. There's no odds. There's no unless it's Nelly Corda, you don't have anything.
Yeah,
give me
there's
a
no
break.
strokes gained.
And the website's dicey. I mean,
The LPGA Tour website is terrible.
That's what I
Like
mean.
you try to find something, yeah. It's like, come on, do your own players a favor.
Yeah,
we gotta do break.
Better, yeah.
I'm out here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry if you're running a website. Didn't mean to offend you, but step it up a little bit.
No, we got to do better for these ladies.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, it's not okay.
No, I agree. No, it's not.
So,
not at all. Good call, Tony. I like that.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, that's going to segue into our final segment of the night, our world famous segment. Everybody loves it.
Oh, what could it be?
I don't know.
Wow, I didn't know.
Wow, we're getting better with the transition. We're getting better.
Is this an
LPGA one?
Yeah.
Total regret. Oh man, I actually did it Travelers themed.
Ooh.
Travelers themed. It's one of the longest running events on tour. I didn't want to go too deep on you guys, so I kept it within reason. I hope. So let's get it going. We're playing golfer, 2 truths and a lie. I give you 3 golfers. You try and figure out the pretenders. You guys ready? The pretender.
I'm ready. Oh, there's 2 of them now. You're just okay.
No. Sorry. Pretender. Singular.
Deck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Golfer number 1. Born in Bowling Green, Kentucky. His name is Dale Hunsaker. Hunsaker played collegiate golf at Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned all OVC honors 3 times. Turned professional in 1983, made his way onto the tour in 86 via Q School. His lone PGA Tour win came at the 1991 Chattanooga Classic, where he birdied 4 of his last 6 holes to win by 1. Best major finish was T7 at the 1992 U.S. Open at Pebble Beach. Spent the later half of the 90s bouncing around between the PGA Tour and Nationwide Tour, where he recorded a pair of top 5 finishes before retiring from full-time competition in 2002. Golfer number 2, that was golfer number 1, Dale Hunsaker. Golfer number 2, Jody Mudd. Born in Louisville, Kentucky, attended Georgia Southern University in Statesboro, Georgia, where he developed into an honored amateur golfer. Mudd successfully earned his spot on the PGA Tour during the 1983 Q School. Mudd won 4 tour events during his career. Top year was 1990, finished 5th on the money list, and won 2 of the tour's most prestigious non-majors, the Nabisco Championship and the Players. His best finish on a major was T4 at both the 87 Masters and the 90 Open Championship. That's golfer number 2, Jody Mudd. Golfer number 3, Brad Fable, born in Louisville, Kentucky. Fable was a semifinalist at the 73 U.S. Junior Am and won the 74 Kentucky State Am. He played college golf first at University of Houston, then transferred to Western Kentucky, where he graduated from 1982 and immediately turned pro. Played on the PGA Tour from 85 to 93, and then again 96 to 01. Best finish on tour was a pair of T2s at the 1990 Canon Greater Hartford Open and the 1997 Buick Open. He also played on the Nationwide Tour from 94 to 95 and 01 to 05, winning twice at the 94 Nike Gateway Classic and the 95 Nike Shreveport Open.
Is it
Fable?
Fabel?
Fabel.
Okay.
Fabel?
No, I think it's Fable.
Yeah, I think you had it right.
Yeah. I feel like, Mike, I feel like number 1 is not true because Jody Mudd sounds real, and I feel like Fable, like for some reason I feel like I've heard that name, but I'm not
Me
really
too.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to go between 1 and 3. I started out thinking 2 at the beginning, just trying to stack the deck, like where hasn't he picked one lately? But
No.
1, the name is just ridiculous enough to be true.
I know.
It's just that borderline. Do you really go to all that work? Is he using Chat GPT? Give me a fake golfer. Pick from the list. That'd be epic if you're not doing that already. That's the way to go, Tone. I don't know. I would go 1. For some reason, I feel like Fable is real. I feel like Mudd is real.
Why do I feel like I've heard Jody Mudd? Why do I feel like Mudd is the?
I feel
is
like
a
I've
name
heard that.
Yeah, and then
I think
Fable.
I've heard Mudd.
Yeah, Fable. I'm not sure. It sounds familiar, but there's so many golfers.
Yeah, I think we painted ourselves in a corner. I don't think we can back out of number 1 at this point.
Yep, 1.
We're too far down the road of believing the names. All right, I'm doing it. 1.
Yep.
1 is our final answer.
Yeah.
1 is the Pretender.
Yeah.
Very nice, boys.
Let's go,
Very
Duval.
nice.
Let's go. Is that 2 weeks in a row?
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Let's go.
Very nice.
One more is a streak.
Back on it. We're getting back on a heater here.
Yeah, how about that Jody Mudd? What a name, huh? It's a real person.
Yeah,
dude.
that is a real person.
That's a real person.
Yeah, that's a real person.
Right up there. Right up there with the best of them. But, yeah, nice job, boys. Nice job.
I love it.
Yeah, so Jody Mudd and Brad Fable both had runner-up finishes at the at that time. I believe it was called
The Greater Hartford.
for both of them, the Greater Hartford Open. Yeah.
I feel like they used to play it at like maybe Hartford Country Club.
Sounds
Four
right.
Highlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Hartford Country Club, and then it was. I played a couple of Mondays there. I tried to play a couple of pre-Qs and Mondays or whatever for back in the day. It's a cool little spot.
From what I hear, it's like one of the, before it was an elevated event, it was one of the players' favorite stops because the Travelers does a really, really good job taking care of them with, the cars and the accommodations,
all the amenities that
meals.
comes.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I've never been there, but I've heard it was a player favorite for sure for a long time. It was one of the
Yeah,
coolest. It was one of the coolest ones too. It's kind of sad that they got rid of it, but the Monday they used to do like the one year that we went in when they first started the Thursday pre-qualifiers. It was like 52 guys for 40 spots because if there weren't enough players, they had to take like a certain number. And back then, it was like nobody was like it was super early, and like people weren't coming up to play the pre-queues. So like one of the first ones I ever played in, it was like a Thursday, or it was like I think it was a Thursday, and it was 52 for 40, and then you go and you play like the Monday, and like all the guys that are coming in that are trying to get in are playing the Monday, and like it wasn't super low there. It's probably like it's not at the golf course, but it's at a different spot. But it was like you shoot 66, you got a chance to get in. 67 playoff somewhere in there. So yeah, it was a cool spot, man. I love playing Northeast golf though. So
did
I
you?
did. Yes, Michael,
You
I
did
did.
get. Through. I'm
Yes, I
just
did.
waiting to ask. Did you beat out 12 people? All right,
I did. I
love
did
it.
end up getting in. Yes.
All right,
Yes.
congrats. Love
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, you weren't bringing it up, so I figured maybe it's laying out there.
I was just gonna let it be. I didn't really think there was any need to do that, but sure.
Yeah.
So,
You know,
unbelievable.
our pod
we don't have to
listeners want
fact
to
check
know.
Yeah,
We
hey.
don't have to
I'm
fact check
asking
that.
the
Yeah, you
questions
should.
that people
You
want to know.
should. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good stuff, guys.
very cool.
That's it for tonight. Anything for fact check?
I don't think so.
It seems like we've been fact checking along the way. I think this episode we'll have a few for next week. We left a couple things hanging out there, but I didn't have anything from last week. I did have one off topic.
Back in
I'm
Love
telling
Island.
you. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
It is getting like tonight's episode is going to be tonight's episode is going to be unbelievable. They brought America.
Right.
They had the 3 new bombshells, and America voted who they coupled up with. Nobody had a say. So now the people that are left hanging, there were 3 people that were now left alone that were at the house. And now the other couples that weren't paired up with one of the bombshells had to vote them off. So the tears, the crying, who do we vote off? They're all friends. Oh, the drama. And then they almost voted the one girl off who's in a long-term relationship with the one guy who got it's going to be unbelievable tonight. So if you're a Love Island fan, I'm with you. I'm with you. It's for tonight.
Here's to you, sir.
I might have to
it's
maybe
unbelievable.
dabble. I might have to dabble. I don't know.
It's unbelievable. So that's all I got. Oh, and one thing, the home run derby. I would be remiss if I didn't say that my boy Pipes got his first one at this place since he's been 9 years old. He's wanted to hit a home run at this joint, and he finally did it. Deep center field.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Have a day.
My son Trey, my oldest, he had 3 in the first round and 1 in the second round with a wooden bat. He had a wooden bat.
Going?
Yeah, I don't know how long the clapping thing goes for. Can't even talk. I'm getting muted out.
There we go.
Wow, I was hoping there was an off button for that.
Yeah.
And then Jacko, can't leave out the middle child. Jacko had 2 in the first round, and I think he had 5 in the second round. So
Jesus.
I just wanted to have all the home run totals for the boys. I didn't want to leave anybody out. But
you said did Trey hit with wooden bat?
Yeah, it was over the applause. So we have an old school wooden bat. I got a wooden bat for the boys growing up that they could, it's the old
heavy.
clubhead speed theory, right? You have a heavy one, a light one, and then they're gamers. So they always had a big wooden bat. And Trey went, he said, "Oh, those metal bats." He's an old soul type of guy, and he was like, "I'm a real home run hitter with the wooden bat." So he hit 3 over in the first round. It was a little sketchy. He was leading the whole way until I got up. So the other boys were sweating that the oldest brother was going to win. But
did you guys, I assume, played baseball growing up?
I did. I don't know if Duvall did.
Did you play?
I did. Yeah, I did play growing up until I was 12.
Did you guys? 12. Okay.
Yeah.
So aluminum bats.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah, I don't. No, no, I'm not that old. I mean, there were wooden bats around that you could use, but yeah, it was all like aluminum.
So I had the joy of the Catholic school league only allowed wooden bats in
Ah,
high school.
Wow.
Yes, it was great. It
How
was
how
great.
old did you play all the way up through
No, I just played freshman and sophomore, and then I didn't play for
transition?
varsity.
Yeah.
No, I was too into hockey at that
Yeah,
point. It was
understandable.
over.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, but the wooden bats, man, that was crazy transition. Because you go from like the little league and stuff, and you're hitting these aluminum bats, and the ball, like you were saying earlier, Mike, just jumps off the
oh yeah.
club, and then the sweet spot goes to about that big.
And it
You,
hurts.
It
You catch
hurt.
one up, you catch one in or like off the toe of the bat or like the end of the bat. Woo. That'll ring right through the arms.
you
Nothing
know,
beats the sound though.
Yeah.
yeah. You know, it's
Sounds
another good
great.
one. I was telling you about the you're stuffing the bat, the yellow bat with
Yeah,
newspaper.
yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
guys ever play with a tennis racket? You want to
Yeah.
talk about hitting bombs? Tennis racket with a tennis
Really?
ball with baseball.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah, you couldn't play with a real baseball. It'd go through the strings, but we
Right.
do tennis. We do tennis ball, tennis racket.
Oh man.
You
They
could
you know
you could
they
launch.
they
that.
do that right now.
Do they?
There's actually where the fielders have to hit it with a tennis racket.
Oh, I did see that. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I
But
mean,
they don't
Oh
bat
yeah,
with a
and they
tennis
have a
racket,
glove.
do they?
I don't know. I have no idea. I would assume so, right? You're doing everything else. I don't have any idea.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Yeah. Why wouldn't you use a tennis racket?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
wild. I mean, some of those guys are
Yeah.
pretty good.
Amazing.
Yeah. As
So-
kids, we just used anything that was laying around for a bat. You get bored. There's no phones, no anything, right? You had to entertain yourself, and
Ah,
that's
the good
that
old
was
days.
one of the things we used.
We were big into the whole street hockey. We played street
Yeah.
hockey every day, and even if like one person came over and one was a goalie and the other one was whatever you doing, yeah, it was the same thing. Finding whatever to shoot at and finding whatever you can to shoot. So
Yep.
the good old days.
Oh yeah. Well, very good, boys. Anything else for the good of the order? That's it.
I'm gonna go pop
All
on
right.
and see if I can find Love Island. So
Yeah, Episode drops 9 o'clock every night. So
here we go,
on Peacock, find it.
boys. Cheers.
What a
Well done,
treat.
boys.
What a treat.
What a treat. Always. See you next week.
But even
Even on my best day,
I can hit a 1-foot drive.